What's poppin' in for a gang? It's your boy Marcus, back at again with another video. And today, it's gonna be a little different. Is it a story time? Not really. Is it singing? No. Is it, M-Talk? Not really. It's really just, an overview. So, before I start this video, this is not to bash anyone. This is not to start anything. This is just telling my truth, and if you like it, great. If you don't, hit me up in the comments or hit my social medias up. They'll be down below. All that good stuff. So, we are going to talk about high school me versus me now. So, I went to Hampton High School, and I did talk about this in some other story times that I also put down below. It's actually one of my first videos. I did a story time, 2-part story times over like me, being in school, high school, college, all that stuff. But this is specifically high school, then me now. So high school, I went to Hampton High School. I used to go to Luella until like 8th grade, but I was being bullied a lot. It was a lot going on. I was bullied for years and years and years. We talking about since kindergarten up to 8th grade. I used to just like read books and stay to myself, so everybody was like, he don't like sports, he don't like girls, he don't like nothing. So they would pick on me. So my family was like, you need a change, you need a different start. We're gonna, send you to this new school they just opened up. They literally just cut the ribbon off of it. So Hampton High School was a new school, nice school, it was great, and it had just opened. I was nervous because I didn't know anybody, and they was like, well, nobody's gonna know anybody. But when I went there were a lot of people coming from Hampton Middle. There were a lot of people coming from Luella. There were a lot of people coming from places that, already knew each other. And I was just like, great. I feel like the odd man out. So like half of my freshman year in high school, I didn't really know anybody. I felt alone. Like I was still reading books. Like I was still to myself. And it was like, well, why didn't you put yourself out there? It was like I wasn't that type of person yet to put myself out there. I was more like to myself and stuff. So with that being said, like, yeah. So then like it was like maybe like the second semester of high school, like in freshman year, and I actually made a few friends. I was like, wow, look at me making friends, like, and who would have thought that those friends that I made, we would have became like a family, a union, like we would have been rocking with each other almost until graduation. We have jobs now. Shut up. Or senior year or whatever. So we were tight. We went everywhere together. We hung out. We ate together. We went to people's houses, my house, Six Flags, spend the nights, birthday parties, all that stuff. We did everything together. Like it's not one thing we did not do together. So when we got to senior year, because honestly, part of my 9th grade, all 10th grade, and all 11th grade felt like a blur. Because I had so much fun with them. When you have friends and y'all have a good time together, the time flies by. It does. So when we got to 12th grade, senior year of high school, things kind of got nitty gritty. So what I mean by that is I'm nowhere near innocent. Nothing about me is innocent. Nothing about me is playing the victim. However, when you tell someone your story and tell them what you went through, the worst thing somebody could do to you is use that same stuff against you 10 times worse. So what happened was, I had 8 to 10 friends, more friends than I ever had. Like I said, we were like a family reunion. I had this little get together. It was like December of, it was like Christmas time. So it was like December of, senior year. And I was like, okay, wear pajamas, y'all. My family was having a problem. I want to invite, my other family friends too. So we all went upstairs. We had a little thing in our pool room. So we were doing our thing. And my family was downstairs with the other adults, whatever. So we was playing this game called Truth or Dare, but it was like with a twist. So it was like, just give people stuff to do. Or like, it could be anything. So before that happened, I said, everybody raise your hand if, if you're single, taken, whatever. So people wrote their hand if they were single, people wrote their hand for taken. But one person in the room was like that. And I was like, okay, so you're single or you're taken? It was like, yeah, okay, I'm single. So one of the dares were for 2 of the individuals to go in the room and sit there for 7 minutes. So 7 minutes went by, they didn't really say what they did until after one of them told me, and they told me, they saw a certain thing on their body, and it's not my business. So I was like, okay. So then, it was fine, but then come to find out the person that was doing this, they had a girlfriend the whole time. Like, I'm talking about a girlfriend for like a year straight and some change. Still going. So I'm like, so then I got caught up in it because when you have 2 friends and then they already was starting to mess with each other, because see, after the party, they started messing with each other like during the summer and stuff. So I got caught up in it. And then, on top of that, that same night, somebody that was supposed to try to still be my friend, like they were still in the group, but like they were doing a lot of things over time that just built up to where I was like, I didn't want to be their friend no more. And I gave them a second chance. And what happened was they told me they was sleeping around with the person I was supposed to be dating. Now, here's the tea. I already knew the person I was dating was cheating on me. I was just going to tell them when they got back from work or whatever they was doing because they was busy that night. I had my little get-together. So when they told me that, I was mad, but I wasn't too mad. Here's what I got mad at. They laughed. And I ain't talking about no, or no, I'm talking about like a, like what's wrong with you type laugh. Like you ain't gonna do nothing type laugh. I was pissed off. I didn't care. I was pissed off. I was petty. I got back at them. I didn't care. So, I've already kind of told this storyline before. So, if y'all look below, I'm going to have 2 links. And it's going to be one, the first story time / intro for my first video every day on YouTube. And the other one's going to be for the second one, which is like the finish of the storyline of story time. So, this is kind of just an overview, so we're gonna skip down to that. Y'all can watch the other videos down below, but this is like just like in case you want to get caught up and you don't feel like watching them, because some people ain't gonna want to watch it, which is fine. So that's what happened, you know, on the night, a little Christmas party, pajama thing, whatever, a little event. So that happened, and after that, I just expected not to be cool with that person. I know they said when you leave high school, you lose a lot of friends that you thought you were gonna be friends with, but who would have thought I went from 8 to 10 friends to like 1 and 2 friends? What I tell you, after that party, we got back from Christmas break. All of them was like, you did that person wrong, and you could have did something better than that. First of all, how you gonna tell somebody how to feel when they hurt? I've learned from that, so if I got hurt again or somebody did me that dirty, I would do it in a better way for myself and not for them, because it did waste a lot of my time. Me being that petty and me being that angry wasted a lot of my time. Again, you can't tell somebody how to feel when they're hurt, but at the same time, me specifically and me personally, I learned to grow from it, because at the end of the day, we live once. With all this stuff going on right now, the wrong time to do is like someone to do you dirty, and you too busy getting back at them, and you're not realizing the bigger picture of, hey, I have one life to live. Why am I wasting my time on getting them back because they hurt me, rather than move on and be like, you know, I'm gonna pray for you, do what you do. Sounds easier said than done. Trust me, I've struggled with it most of my life, but I'm getting to be accustomed to doing that. Unless you just try me to the point where we're going to throw hands. Now, I don't condone violence, but understand there are some times where it gets to the point where, like, alright, we gotta throw hands and it's gonna be what it is. So I just feel like, if someone do you dirty, y'all, either let them know, like I said, my quote and my motto is be upfront, be you. Let them know, be upfront, or if it get down to the nitty gritty, just fight and move on. Like, all that back and forth, pettiness, all that stuff. Okay, so that was that. Lost most of my friends there because they feel like I did her dirty, and I was like, I'm not apologizing for something that she did to me, or that person, you know what they did to me. So basically what happened was, I already said she, so it was a she. So me and, of course, the female, we stopped being friends. Whatever. We weren't really as close like that anymore anyway, so it's just whatever. So I didn't think everybody else was going to stop being friends with me. So I had like 1 or 2 good friends left, and we was still cool even after graduation, after high school. So, but here's the thing. The 2 people that it was the 2 people that were in that room together. See how it's building up? Okay. So, I don't know if I told this part. I don't remember it because I did that story time like a long time ago. So basically what happened was I talked to them, whatever, okay, and we was all hanging out. So I really was gonna hang out with, it was a guy friend and a girlfriend I was still cool with. So the guy friend, I was gonna hang out with him, because we gonna hang out our bro time. We gonna hang out. We gonna be cool. We just gonna hang out because we live like pretty close in the area. So did the female friends. So I was like, what makes sense does it make for me to hang out with both of y'all separate times all the time? So we might as well hang out together. I shouldn't have did that. I should have hung out with this person separately, and if we hung out sometimes, cool. So, excuse me, I'm always burping. So what happened is we went out and we hung out. It was great, but I started seeing that their connection was getting strong. I'm like, okay, friends, whatever. So then I noticed that they was telling me everything. Oh, we did this, or we did that. Haha. Every time I got on the phone, they was on the phone. Every time we hung out, or if I wanted to hang out with them, oh well, can what's called come? It annoyed me. So eventually, come to find out that the guy was that person that did this in the thing. Not giving names out, we're not bashing. So they was that person that did this at the party about the whole not, being single, being taken thing. So what happened was they was in a whole relationship for a year and some change, and I was like, bruh, really? And then you know how you got the bro code, the friend code, whatever. They made it sound like I broke the code because old girl found out that was my friend too, and she was pissed the girlfriend that I still had, I was hanging out with, she was pissed because they was doing stuff with each other, and then like she didn't know they had a girlfriend or whatever, and I didn't even know either until they posted it and they had a little date on there, like, or whatever. And I was mad because I was like, you blocking me off everything. You're mad because she found out that you had a girlfriend. I'm like, bruh, if that's bro code, then that's a stupid bro code. So that happened. We stopped being cool, and everything unraveled. I was still cool with a female friend for like another 2 years plus. And I was never cool with the guy friend like that ever again. There was some moments where we had some interaction and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, there was some petty stuff that I did on my part because they did me dirty again. Like, you know how you try to reconnect with somebody and they do you dirty? They did me dirty again, and then I got back in them times 10. Because I felt like back then when I was still growing that, okay, if you did me dirty, I'm gonna get on top of the dirtiness that you did. But I shouldn't have did that because it just made it worse, because then everybody looked at me like I was the big bad villain. So whatever. Past the past, moving forward. So the female friend, we were still tight until she got a boyfriend, a man, and she got a boyfriend, she got a man, and it was fine. They was going on and off for a year or whatever. I dealt with all the BS of cheating and pulling up, all that stuff. Yeah, I was a ride or die for my best friend or friend or whatever. And then it just got worse to the point where everywhere we went, they had to be there. Like, I had to be Uber, and I didn't mind at first because, you know, that's my friend. I ain't mind doing it for her, but then it just got to the point where it was like, come on, Uber driver, that ain't funny. Uber, like, first of all, don't touch me, and second of all, I'm not your Uber driver. That was not a joke. Let me tell you why it wasn't a joke. When I take you from home to wherever we go to back home almost every other week, that's not a funny joke. Come up with something funnier, because that wasn't funny. I didn't laugh. So that's what happened with that. And like, basically, you know, in high school, I was just the type of person where I was chill, but if someone did me dirty, they could have did me the slightest dirty, like this tiny, and I would get back at you. I would think of a plan, and I would get back at you as hard as I could. And you know who would end up being the villain? Me, and not that person. Because see, nobody ever thinks about what they did to you. They think about what you did to them. Remember that part. So, you know, I was looked at as a villain. I was looked at as, oh, you're doing too much, you're doing that. Okay, so there's also one more thing before I dip out of high school, the high school part. When I made this first Storytime video and intro video and all that stuff, when I was first making YouTube, like about a few months ago, a couple individuals that also went to our school felt like I was bashing one of the people. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Was it bashing? No. Was it maybe calling out people where like you could tell there was them? So I use code names. I would use Snake and B and all that. They figured out who it was. But here's the thing. You figured out who it was, but you didn't like be like, oh, well, you caught their name out. You can't do that. Okay, for example, I said someone's name, and I'm not gonna say who it was because they already figured it out. I said BK. Then I said Snake about this person. I was using code names. They was like, everybody know that go to their school, Marcus, who that is. I'm like, you know who it is, but I didn't give their name out. If that was the case, I should have called their full name out, but I didn't because I didn't want to bash someone, and I did that. But I took down the video, and I kind of redid it or whatever. So, those are still up. If y'all want to watch those, like I said, be in the comment, you know, a little thing in the description down below. So, I was like, yeah, I should have kept them up because I felt like, what were you going to do? Were you going to be like, oh, well, you weren't that innocent. I never said I was. On that video, I never said I was innocent, never said I was a victim. Like, but they did me dirty. So what I can say from that is that I've grown from that. Yeah, they did me dirty, and I did them way dirtier back. And people don't think about what they did to you to the reason of why you did what you did to them. But it's cool, though. Because at the end of the day, nobody's truly going to understand your story unless they have already experienced it or unless they just really try to get it. They're not going to ever understand. And I feel like they don't have to. So with that being said, it is what it is. I'm not going to dive into that. So that was high school me. Very chill, but if someone did something as the slightest of dirty to me, I was very petty. I was the petty king. I was ready to come back. Am I still that way? No. However, I have become more honest, blunt, cutthroat. But I am more about positivity. But I do have an honest, blunt, cutthroat mouth. So if you don't like my opinion, don't ask for it. Alright. So, with that being said, me now, I'm not going to really go through college because that's in another story time. That's going to be down below. I think in the second part, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a junior in college. You know, currently looking for a job right now, which is nothing wrong with that because I recently been working. I've been working since I was 14, so this is like the first time where I like haven't had a job where I'm like looking, especially with this Rona and everything around. Everybody be safe. But the me now is just very positive, very cutthroat, very honest, very blunt, very compassionate, very more adventurous than I was in high school. In high school, I would just hide myself in a book, or the friends that I had, I would just be very outgoing with them. But now I'm just outgoing and adventurous, period, for myself. Because you have to do it for yourself first, and then others will see it because you're doing it for yourself. So that's really the me now. Like, high school really taught me a lot, y'all. High school taught me that you cannot keep putting yourself down or judging yourself based off something you did in the past, even if it was something messed up. Even if it was something messed up you did just because someone else did something to you. Like I said, people don't ever look at what the person that did you dirty first, and then, you do something dirty back to them. They don't never think about what they did to you. You think about what you did to them. That's okay. For a long time, to recently, I had to realize, Marcus, they're never going to look at what they did to you. They're only going to look at what you did to them. Because people don't never see what they threw to you, but they always see what you did to them. So what I learned is, if somebody do me dirty, let's say somebody did me dirty almost like that again, I would be mad. I'd probably be pissed, but I literally would either tell them how I feel, or, like I said, I don't condone violence, but if it got down to it, we fight and we get it over with, or that's it. There is no in between. There is no arguing. There is no going back and forth. There is no, oh, well, or I'm going to get you back at you, and then you're going to get back at me. Ain't nobody doing all that. That's wasted energy. This is 2020, going into 2021 sooner in a few months. We ain't got time for no going back and forth. He said, she said, he said, she said, and you said, he said. Either spit the facts that you got to say to them, or if you get out to the nitty-gritty, like I said, I don't condone violence, fight and move on. Like, there's no point in, like, holding on to stuff or crying over spilled milk. Clean that milk up and move on. Period, point blank, y'all. So, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is an overview. If you're confused about it, let me know. Or if you want to watch the story time and figure out the little pieces that I may have missed, go check down in the description below in the comments. I'm going to have the 2 links of the video, or 2 story times I did, really dealing with this. And then I'll probably also have some other videos that I've done. And there's new content coming. I'm trying to, like, get different sceneries. If y'all can see this, y'all can see, like, the waterfalls, all that stuff. You see the trees, all that stuff. It's really nice out here. I was trying to do something different because I always either be in the house or I either be out in the back. Like, I'm trying to do something. I plan on getting, like, a green wall, like the green screen thing, so you can do different things. But I plan on doing some stuff. But your boy got to get a job first. And it's coming, y'all. It's coming. If y'all want a vlog of my first job, or, like, if y'all want a vlog of where I work at and all that stuff, let me know. I'm coming up with new content. It's coming soon. The next time I do a video, I might have somebody on here with me. We'll see. And your boy, Marcus, is out. Oh, wait a minute. Before y'all thought I was going to go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell people, share, and turn those bell notifications on. Subscribe if I didn't already say that. And your boy, Marcus, is out.
Fix it, baby. Can we fix it, baby?